Good morning, everybody. Good to have you back. I took a couple days off. I was feeling a little under the weather. I'm trying to make a little comeback here. Happy birthday, Jimmy, my brother. Turned 60. I just turned 59. We're not older, we're better. So it's been a little while, a couple days, and just trying to recuperate a little bit. And figured let me put something down here, and I appreciate those who come back. So stop in, have a cup. It's coffee time. All right. I got the Jesus Calling devotions for those that enjoy those for July 13th devotion. So the thumbnail was Mafia Hit Squad, and if you're new here, I was running around doing some work for a couple of families, Western New York and New York City, and I was just running around trying to make a couple bucks here and there, but it got complicated and dangerous a few times, and I got put in some compromising situations at times, and some my fault and some not. So I during this period of time, there was a lot of money going all over the place for the gambling, illegal gambling ring. Money all over the northern seaboard and northeast, continental, and even Canada, stretching out to the Midwest. And there was a lot of bad actors in these families that weren't walking that straight, and they would test the limits of what they could do and what they can get away with, and this family, or this crew in Western New York, they really broke, they really tested the limits from the main crew, the main bosses in New York. And I mean, they're trying to rob their own money. They're trying to rob their own money. So that's taboo, of course. And I would see these guys, and I would at the club come in, do my thing. If I had to do a delivery, I would, maybe have lunch with a couple that I was close to or not, and stuff like that. But I more or less wanted to get in and get out, but sometimes you got to go along with pressure, peer pressure, just like second grade. So I would go in there and do my thing, and these guys were not, they weren't going to last long. And when I went to New York and saw family that was involved, a cousin that was involved in everything, he kind of gave me a heads up that they're going to clean out this crew. I had other information also, and the old man, Sam, was going to retire. He was older and everything else, and so they had this guy, I like to call them mechanics, like they know how to fix things. If you got a problem, they can fix it, and usually a problem was somebody's got to get whacked, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 6. So I had seen him at a party at a coming home party for a cousin that was getting out of prison. I had seen him, and these are these kind of guys that you can just spot and just know this feeling that there's something different about them. And I seen him up here in the outskirts of the racetrack, off-track betting, or around the club, and for whatever, and you just get a chill, like, this guy, there's something to him. So I don't know for a fact of privileged information, but this crew, of course, I was seeing that FBI agent at the time, commiserating with her, in which she put down on the bed 6 pictures, and she said missing. No, she was like dead, 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 missing, missing. And it was like this guy come up, and just one guy, and they know how to surveil. They know how to. These guys got high IQs, and they know how to get the job done. And I found it fascinating that in such a quick time, see, a lot of these guys knew the end was coming. I didn't know if they knew there was hits. You know, there was a price on their head, where all of a sudden it's like you know, there's a contract to hit 4 guys, and whatever, how much they paid. If this is a freelancer that's connected to the family and just does freelance work, or is he actually a made blood member into a family. I wasn't privileged. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It ain't none of my business. I just want to be safe. That's all. I don't care. So this guy come in, and then Sam, the old man, retired, and then a new crew came up and started running things right, where when I was running the money from Western New York to New York, they're trying to hit me. They're trying to hit me and rob the money. So they already had contracts on them, and you know, the old man said, I can't control them all, I can't do this. Well, they're trying to rob your money. But he knew what he had to do. He was the boss, and the boss in New York, they must have got together and said, let's just take them out before we retire. We're going to set up a new crew in Western New York, and then we'll ride off into the sunset. But I want to be out of the picture by then. And they had a lot of inside information also on what was going on, and everything was wiretapped and stuff like that. And yeah, this one guy, I seen him after the fact in New York, down the road at a family's dwelling, and he was more cordial and more open, and he was just scary. He was just scary, but he was being more sociable and everything. And he would just yeah, how does everything going on? You know, I was like, I'm thinking to myself, you know how everything's going. You're good at your work. I'm thinking, you're really good. So there's one of these natural born genius killers. They'll and some guys were running, and they like to run to Florida, and they like to run to the Poconos and hide out and everything. But you can't run that long. The guy would get them. He would get them. So yeah, the Mafia Hit Squad just be one guy that either belongs to the family or he's outsourced, hired. And for a move like that, a major move like that, that needs approval from the bosses and stuff like that, it's a pretty big task. It's a lot to ask for, and he was spot on. The FBI knew that these people got whacked, and there's a couple missing. They end up in the Niagara River. They're going to be missing. There's no body recoveries from the Niagara River. It goes into the bones that must be at the bottom of the Niagara Falls. It's just a boneyard down there. But yeah, I wanted to get something down for today, and I've been a little under the weather, but I'm up to about 80%. And happy birthday, Jimmy, 60, my great brother. And let's do a little devotion, all right? Let's have a little thankfulness. Let's be thankful about what we have and not pissed off about what we don't have, all right? Got my eyes on? So, it's a daily devotion, all right? I want you to experience the riches of your salvation, the joy of being loved constantly and perfectly. You make a practice of judging yourself based on how you look or behave or feel. If you like what you see in the mirror, you feel a bit more worthy of my love. When things are going smoothly and your performance seems adequate, you find it easier to believe you are my beloved child. Oh yeah, when things are going good, yeah, God's got me. But when things are going bad, oh, where are you, God? Yeah, we're human. But it's the dedicated ones that hang in there and have faith through thick and thin. I just want the kingdom. When you feel discouraged, you tend to look inward so you can correct whatever is wrong. Instead of trying to fix yourself, fix your gaze on God, the lover of your soul. Rather than using your energy to judge yourself, redirect it to praising me. Remember that I see you clothed in my righteousness, radiant in my perfect love. All right, there's a little devotion for you folks. So I'm glad I got a video in there. Yeah, feeling a little under the weather, but God is the great physician. I'm making a speedy recovery, and everything is going good. I just wanted to throw in a Mafia story because they seem to get more views. So why not? Why not play the game? You know, play the thumbnail game. And there's a lot of stories and everything, but a lot of times, you know, you see these Mafia channels, these guys, these big personalities and stuff, and there's nobody, you know, I used to sit and critique and say, well, you know what, I was there, I think he's telling a little lie or not, or this or that, and, you know, these two guys are locking horns, you're lying, no, you're lying, no, you did, that ain't true, it's entertainment. That's all it is entertainment. They got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, they just make anything up out of the air that people are gonna watch. That's all. They already got their fan base, their subscriber base, and everything else. So, that was a fun time. That was a fun and stressful and turbulent time. Thinking back to those days, was every emotion at play at once. Stress, fear, happiness, joy, rocking and rolling, some good buddies I had in there. It's every emotion you could entertain. But the one thing you want to do is get out alive and not in jail. That's the task at hand. So I'm blessed by my guardian angels, believe me. So we'll leave it there. And thank you for tuning in, everybody. And it's been 3 days, I believe. But we're going to figure out what else we can talk about and stuff. So that's that. Be the kings and queens of your world. Stay great, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.